All right, boys. Today is Friday, May 16th, 2025. My microphone's a little hot. I just had a little bit of a technical heart attack right before I started the stream because suddenly OBS was not recognizing my microphone. But like most things with life, you pull it out and put it back in, and that fixes the situation. So I had to re-plug in my my microphone. But we're here. And I am coming to you live, as always, from my home here in Sterling, Virginia. Though I got to stop saying as always, because I don't always come to you live from here. And it's actually, probably in the next month or so, I'm going to be on the road for quite a while. And when I do these live streams, I will not be live at home like I'm always talking about. Let me adjust the microphone here, just to give you guys a better picture of my sleeper bod that I have going on. Yeah, but tonight, Friday night, hope everybody had a good week and is ready for a nice, relaxing weekend. Thought we'd start the night off with showing you what I've done. I'll show you what I did this morning before I actually started my real job. I kind of wake up. So, okay, this is how spoiled I am. I have two home offices. I have the home office here where I'm at now upstairs, and then I have a home office downstairs. Okay, I literally am spoiled. So this home office is like my streaming this is my more personal home office, though I do though I do actual work here as well, like actual day job work I do, but mostly my day job work I do downstairs. But so my routine, I wake up in the morning and then I come to this office, which is my personal office, and then I just kind of relax. I I drink my Diet Mountain Dew. I kind of check to see what's been happening during the night, and then by the time I finish my Diet Mountain Dew, and I'm ready to have my morning constitutional, and then after that, I go downstairs and I start my actual work day. So I actually was able to do some stuff this morning, and I'll show you. Let me see. Let me go pick something up. We got our handy dandy shortcut to pick things up, and now look at that. Look, you can actually throw things. That's right. Now, earlier when I threw something, I swear the telephone disappeared. I think I just couldn't find it, maybe. Yeah, I probably just couldn't find it because it's hard to see on the ground like this. But yeah. Now, tonight there's a couple of things we could do. Oh. I wasn't just making it up. It did disappear. Did you see that? It fell through the ground. Well, wait. Now we got to go into the scene and see where it's at. It's falling. Is there no ground there? What is going on? Why is there no ground? There's no ground in that part of the scene. That's really weird. Look at that. Okay, let's try that again. Wait a minute. What did I do? Oh, I think I'm upside down. Yeah, I'm upside down. Okay, let's try that again because look at that. You can throw things through the ground. They disappear. They make their way towards hell. So does it work with a knife? Wait, I have a better idea. I want to make the phone bigger. Let's scale it up. Let's scale it up to 15. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to turn it around and not sure is in the house. He says it glitched through the ground. Yeah, it did. That's weird. Here, it's a little bit bigger. Let's see if it does it when it's a little bit bigger now. We've all wanted a phone this big. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, no. Now it's not going through the ground. So that's the same exact thing I noticed earlier today. I was like, wait, did I imagine it? And then I kind of chalked it up to oh, I probably just can't see it on the ground, and I'm always in a rush. I have no patience whatsoever. Lisa is in the room. Hello, Lisa. So I have absolutely no patience when it comes to these things. So I was like, oh, it's probably on the ground and I just can't see it. But no, I think it definitely glitched through the ground there. Let me see. So I pick it up, right? And then we come over here. Okay. And this was the same, but is it, okay, does it maybe have something to do with the number of times I throw it, maybe? No, maybe not. That was just a guess because when it glitched through the ground earlier, it was the same area. Huh. Well, that's going to be like a known bug because that is weird. It really did glitch through the ground though. And Matthew says, "Good evening, Matthew, our fellow representative from England." All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on some like collision detection. Like obviously the collision detection. So if I turn the music down for a minute, this is kind of funny. So when he sees me, he says freeze, but then when I go out of view, he's like, "I'll find you." Oh, he's not doing it. So see, yeah, that's me with my wonderful voice acting. Me, freeze, you're under arrest. Okay, so. And then I was thinking of these other ideas. I was thinking, okay, like one of the first things we could do. Okay, do we want to do combat first? Like, do we want to get, you know what? Because like I'm thinking like, okay, let's add some interaction on the phone. Because what I was thinking was like, okay, well, we should add a guard here and a guard there, and then turn the doors back on. And then when you walk out, the guards tell you to go back in. And then if you continue to go out, they shoot you and kill you. So one thing you could do is go up to the roof, throw a cell phone over here, set a timer on the cell phone to set an alarm, right? So you set the timer for like 30 seconds. Throw the cell phone down here. Then when the alarm of the cell phone goes off, the guards go check it out. And that's when you run down and sneak out. Like I was like, okay, that is an excellent mechanic. That's actually fairly complicated, but that sets up a lot of groundwork for other types of mechanics we want to do. And that's a very simple like mechanic to like conceptualize and to reason with. But then I'm like, well, you know what? We still can't hurt these fuckers. Like, they've been killing us since we began. So we really need to just come up with a way to punch them. Not sure says, is there a hole in the ground collider under your starting location? You know what? Actually, let me do this. I think maybe just for good measure, I will rebake the mesh. Just now, I think nav mesh. Let's just rebake it. Rebaking is in progress because maybe, like, yeah, you're asking if there's like some like a hole basically underneath where we start. There might be. And actually, since we just started the stream, let me get a couple links. I'm going to send the links out to a couple buddies. Let's see if anybody shows up tonight, though. All right, so I know David is working, and he wouldn't show up anyway. Let's see. David, I don't need to send it to Lisa. I'll send the link to my buddy Robbie. No, that guy I work with. I'm looking through my text messages. Here, I'm going to send one to that guy. Not my little brother. I don't need my family seeing this. It's another coworker. This is a guy who did my tattoo in Fiji. My sister. No, not my sister, but I will send one to my brother-in-law, who is my sister's husband. I'm cool with him. I like him. Let's see. All right, I'll send it to Kitty. All right. So, Not Sure says combat. It's time we can fight back. You know what? I think you're right. Nav mesh is different than the collider. It is. But I mean that's an excellent point, but I don't know. Just for some reason it seemed like the logical thing to do. But now that I think about it, you're absolutely right. They are completely different things. At least I assume so. Matthew, the resident Unity expert, might be able to explain why the phone was kind of glitching through the floor like that. Let's see. Come down here. Let's see if we can recreate it. All right, so we basically threw it like 3 times, and it was the 3rd time it glitched through, right? So the other mechanic I wanted to do was so I'm using the right mouse button to actually throw it, and it's a fixed force that I'm putting on the object. I wanted to have it so when you hold the right mouse button down, you see a little bar that kind of builds up, and that way you release it. Like then that will control that way you can kind of control how far you're throwing it. But I guess we can save that for another day. Now I just wanted to glitch through the floor again. Huh. Let's pick it up. All right. All right. I guess now it's not going to do it. Yeah, there's a couple of things you can do to improve physics here, says Matthew. Not Sure says you have to make sure the object has the active collider set. I had this issue with the Sun NPC falling through the floor. Yeah, maybe it's something to do with the... Well, it has a box collider. Isn't that what... There's a lot of things in here. Okay, so I did ask AI. Let me find the AI conversation. Let me look for it off screen really quick because there are conversations in my AI that you people do not need to see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's see. This is where I asked about the clipping. Okay, instruction acknowledgement. Let's see. Let's trigger the swing. Okay, I found it. I think I found it. Okay, so I asked the AI, okay, I've added the ability to attack per your suggestion, more or less. Now let's talk about collision detection between the items I can attack with and other things. So Not Sure says, no, there's physics settings where it has active collision. It takes more resources, but it's more accurate. Ooh, excuse me. All right, so this is talking about the weapon prefab setup. Add a box collider. Obviously the weapons will need a collider, right? The things you want to be able to hit with, like the knife. Let's start with the knife. So it has a mesh collider. I'm going to guess, because the AI is saying add a box collider or capsule collider, I'm going to guess that basically as long as the two things have some type of collider, then they're able to collide. So this is what I'm not. This is where I'm a little unsure of. This is where I'm a little not sure. Is trigger checked? I'm not sure what that does. Disabled, enabled equals false. So okay. So what I have to do here is I have to take the suggestions from the AI because the AI doesn't have access to my entire project setup. So the AI doesn't know how I have the classes working together, how I have objects working and things like that. So it's kind of like doing the best with what it has, but of course it's incorrect to some extent. There's a few people in the mobile. Mope Dragon says, hi, I liked. Can I get a shout out? Says Cope Dog. No, Cope Dog 015. Tony Lamano says hi. Andres Block says hi. And Tony Lamano says, hey, my name is Saya PM and I subscribe. Okay. People are trying to PM. Guys, there is a desktop stream. If you want to come join us on the desktop version of the stream, let me get that, paste that link. Join us in the desktop stream. All right, so I'll pin that message. And then, of course, if you are curious about what the project is, look in the description. All the information about the project is down there. And just, there are people on Twitch as well. Sup says literally a donut. And Victoria Brooks says, hello, man. How's you? I am doing just fine, Victoria Brooks. I don't know if you are I don't know if you're a bot, if you're AI, or if you're actually a real person. But let's get back to it. Collision detection equals continuous. Okay. I mean, as opposed to what? Discrete collision detection? Like, what would the difference be? Okay. So I'm guessing add a box collider, weapon prefab setup. So, okay, so let's go to the rusty knife prefab. It has this mesh collider. Is trigger is checked. What does is trigger do? Is this collider a trigger? Triggers are only supported on convex. Okay. So this means that I can get some type of callback if the collider collides with something. Is that what that's the impression I get from this, which would be helpful. That saves me the trouble of having to kind of wire that up myself. So if there's already something wired in there for that callback, that's great. That's excellent. Continuous for fast-moving objects to prevent tunneling. Oh, continue. Okay. So you're talking about like a bullet. Or like some projectile. Continuous dynamic, continuous speculative. All right. And now you're just data bomb. You're just data bombing me, and I can't take it. You're data bombing me. It's just data overload. Data overload. Ugh. All right. No. Thank you. Not sure. So like sincerely, thank you. A balance between performance and accuracy. Okay, so it's just different types of collision. But where's that setting at? Like, is that on? I don't see it on collider. Convex. Where are those settings at? Like where so the data that you sent me, it looks like it's some type of drop down. I had to set on the Sun NPC to continuous. But I don't know where. Like, where did you... Okay, here's a capsule collider, nav mesh, right? Like, I don't understand where you set that, though. That's the thing. No, that's strange. Okay, but let's back up. Okay. So this I'm guessing this is trigger. Well, if I check it, basically I'll get some type of event if the collider triggers. So here's the question. Do I want the trigger on the weapon or on the thing? I think I want the trigger on the thing. Or like on the weapon or the thing that the weapon is attacking. Like, what makes more sense to have the trigger? And I think honestly, the thing you're attacking. I think it makes more sense to have it on the thing you're attacking. So what we can do, let's capsule collider. Okay, right. So I think I was correct. Maybe. Weapon hitbox. Weapon hitbox component attached to hitbox. Wait, what is it? Child, okay. Weapon prefab. Child object hitbox. Add a box collider. What? Okay. This looks really complicated. I don't like it. I don't like complicated. Interface all damageable objects must expose. Okay, so this is so this is saying that the things that you're hitting must have an eye damageable. And so I'm guessing what happens is okay, maybe in that sense it does make more sense to have the collider on the weapon. Because okay, so the way the AI is doing it, it's like, okay, the weapon detects it hits something, it gets that thing's eye damageable, and then applies the damage it does. As opposed to the other way around, where the receiver of the damage detecting that it received a hit and then getting the damage that thing does, which means we would have to put some type of interface on the weapon that says, hey, how much damage do you do? Which isn't that bad, but now I'm leaning towards the AI solution because we already have a health interface on the NPCs, if I remember at least. Yeah, so this enemy NPC script. So remember, we started with like this whole like entity profile thing. Like we started with like, okay, like is it how much comfort, how much base comfort, how much calmness, and all this stuff like that we still haven't done anything with. We will just calm down. Just calm down. We will use it. Okay, we will use it. But when we did that, we also have the max health and health, right? So, and that is I think it is I has health interface. And I remember, I think Not Sure took issue with that name. He didn't like the name I has health. If I recall, should be on the collider. Had to run back now. Did you fix the floor collision? No. Whoa. Wow. What is up with that? Why is my text so big? Why is it so big? That's what she said. Okay. All right. Calm down. All right. I got, if Lisa's still here, I got to remember, you got to, when there's a lady in the room, you got to be respectful. You got to be respectful. When it's just us guys, that's one thing. Like, it's just guys. We'll talk about poop and farts and like, rashes and places. But that's when guys are just being guys. When there's a lady around, you got to be respectful, and you got to act like a gentleman when there's a woman in your presence. Okay. So, how do we do this? Where do we even start? Starting is the hardest part. Okay. So the NPC patrolman, he has this enemy NPC script. Let's look at that really quick to just kind of like refresh ourselves on what that is. Enemy NPC, I'm going to add a comment because I have found that those are very helpful because I have no memory. This class is attached to NPC or to root NPC objects. Okay. And then, okay, so this is a base NPC, and then base NPC has the I has health. So automatically, any NPC should automatically have health. And I don't even remember what the interface looks like. It's just simply take damage and heal. I mean, it's very, very simple. And then it's on the base NPC to implement it, which probably did. Did it? I mean, well, it has to. Else it wouldn't. Yeah, it did. It did all of this right here. So, I mean, of course, it wouldn't compile if I didn't implement it. All right. So let's look again at what the AI is suggesting. So the AI is saying. So we put the trigger. So let's look at. Okay, so let's look at the prefab. Convex, I don't know what that is. Is trigger. I guess I want to put yes. So now I will get a callback. Wait. Do I need to attach the script to the collider? Can I attach the script to the collider? No. I would have to attach the script to the rusty knife. Whoops. Keep clicking on the wrong thing. Okay, let's see. All right, so I don't need to worry about this because we already have that taken care of. Weapon hitbox. Damage layer mask. What is this doing? What do I put this on? Weapon hitbox. Attached to hitbox. So I'm guessing that okay, weapon hitbox. Hash set collider. Already hit. On trigger enter. If target layers. So this is doing target layers in value. So basically, I'm guessing this is doing some type of bit mask to see if it hit a layer. Already hit containers other. Add. And then apply the damage. When does on enable get called? I don't understand. This makes it sound almost like the thing can only get hit once, right? Okay, because I'm going to guess that on enable. Oh, maybe let's see. Is it calling it here? Enabled. Oh. Wait, what? So it looks like what the AI is doing is it only enables the hitbox collider. So it only enables the collider when you're swinging the weapon. I guess that's for performance reasons, I would guess. So it swings the weapon. Oh, it enables the collider, swings the weapon, pulls back, and then disables the collider. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So the first thing I want to do, let's get our debug HUD back up. We're going to add another, we're just going to add a little debug for the patrolman's health. And then I got to remember how to set that up because I don't remember how to set that up. I think it's pretty simple. What happened to all my values? Does this no longer work? Does the debug weapon no? I mean, debug. Does the debug HUD not work anymore? Who broke that? Which one of you bastards broke that? Somebody broke that. Who broke it? Should be easy enough to fix, though, right? Like the Sun NPC. No. No. That's not what that is. Oh, wait. Maybe it is. Grounded text. Sun NPC state text. Sun NPC distance text. I don't remember what the controller is. I don't even remember what the HUD panel. Okay, so this must be the HUD panel. When did this break? What is controller? I don't remember what character controller. Would that be this? Let's see if that works. All right. Okay. I think that mostly works. I need to move the text down because it's drawing on itself. Why does F no longer work? Excuse me. Oh, wait. I'm not in the right view. All right. Oh, I can come up. Oh, my God. What? Okay. All right. Just do like that. I'm sure there's an easier way to like arrange the items in that HUD, but whatever. We're going to do it. We're going to do it manually for now. Okay. That's good. And then we should be able to change this. So this would be the enemy health. We'll just call it that. And then if we go to the debug HUD script, enemy health text. Okay, I don't need the little comment. Thank you. And then we'll just come down here and we can. Oh, I'm going to have to. It's going to need the enemy, right? Yes. Yes. Actually, I'm just going to do game object. Actually, why would I do that? Maybe I should just do I has health. Can I? In C++, you would be able to do that, but you would have to, of course, you would have to assign it a concrete object. I'm super curious to see if it's going to work like that. Okay, so this is going to be enemy health. Okay. Enemy health, NPC health. Okay, was that the actual correct health? Okay. So that should be good. Because, right, if we're going to be attacking the goddamn NPC, we want to know we're actually doing damage. And then this will also help us ensure that, like, he actually has health to take away from. Okay, health, NPC. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. Enemy health. Oh, I didn't set it up. Okay, so I need to... So I need to give enemy health text, and then I need to set the... Oh, wait a minute. I need to set this. Oh, it's not going to let me do it with an interface. Okay, I remember trying to do that before. I remember... Okay, so I need to get an object, and then probably just something like a private I has health, enemy NPC health. We can go ahead and make that nullable. And then we can do in the start. Oh my God. AI, you're trying to do too much. We can just do enemy health. Yes, perfect. I mean, I'm not even going to bother with like checks. It's a debug. Oh wait, what is this? Is this the like does not contain it? Okay, game. Okay, so I need actually to change that to this. Okay, so now it should work. Vanistry says, what is the resource or site that's not really known but a really great resource for learning coding? Google.com. Maybe you've heard of it. So Google.com allows you to kind of like search the entire internet. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. Okay. Let's see. I got to set the enemy NPC up. Okay. Now we should be able to see his health. Oh my God, did I tell you guys how I bit my tongue on Wednesday? And it's like still bothering me. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday I bit my tongue. Okay, so here we can see we can see his health of 100, right? It's perfect. Everybody's laughing. Well, I mean, it's true. Google.com. I mean, if you haven't heard of it, maybe Vanistry hasn't heard of it. I don't know. I thought my wife was coming up here. This is the second time in a row she's told me, like, yeah, I'm going to come up, and then she never comes up. Women. Okay. So we got that set up. So we got to remember that the hitbox... I don't understand what the AI is doing with this hash set. Like, I don't understand why. Oh, okay. It's getting cleared every time after every attack. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Just calm down. I got this. Just relax. Let me think for a second. I mean, I might be able to just build this into the interaction, right? Like into item interactions. I would think so. Not even knife interactions, just item interactions. So if I put this in item interaction. Yeah, we've got the entire attack. We've got attack here. Yeah. Copilot is such an aggressive backseat driver. Super useful at times, though. Yeah, it is. Being bad at something is the first step at being good at something. 100% true. It just requires effort. Most people don't put in the effort, so they never get good. Well, I mean, you want to be good immediately, right? And then, of course, there's that. What is that? There's that famous curve of where like you learn like 20% of something, but you think you're an expert, and then you have to learn like 30% of it to understand that you're like an idiot. I forget. There's like a name for that. I forget what it is. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, though. Okay, I think this can go into item interaction. That is what I'm getting at here. I'm a Dunning-Kruger effect. Yes, that's it. Dunning-Kruger effect. I'm a little concerned about the target layers because the layer system I have going on is nonsense because I didn't know what layers were really used for or like what to do with them. And I'm not even really sure how I'm like using them that well. Like why do I have a friendly NPC layer? Like, did I do anything with it? Like, did I? I don't remember doing anything with it. Like, apparently I added it, but I don't remember doing anything with it. Let me look. Did I spell it correctly? Like, friendly NPC. Okay, luckily I don't have a lot of references to friendly NPCs, so that we should be able to see, or a lot of, yeah. So let's see. Oh, okay. Target mask, enemy idle state. Oh, so I'm actually using friendly NPC, I think. So when the enemy is looking for something, it will only successfully see this mask here. So it'll see a player or it'll see a friendly NPC. Okay, so I actually am using it. So actually, I guess if I wanted to say what layers would you be able to attack, you should be able to attack player, friendly NPC, and enemy NPC. Now, that's something we're going to have to remember. Like, how the hell are we going to remember that? We're never going to... I'm not going to remember that. I am never going to remember that every friendly NPC we add, we have to change its mask. Likewise, I am never going to remember, because now like the logical thing here would be to have an enemy NPC layer, right? Do we really need it? I mean, do we really need it? Do we really? Like, really? Like, couldn't I just comment that out? Really? 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 I don't think I really need it. Matthew says, I love me some layers. I'm hesitant. Well, okay. Well, wait a minute. I'm assuming you can put a layer onto a prefab. Of course you can. That's a stupid question. Of course you can, Addy. Of course you can. So we have this NPC patrolman. Do I want to add a layer? I mean, I guess. Right? Like, because it would make sense to have enemy NPC. And then the enemy NPC layer would be set on... An NPC patrolman would be an enemy NPC. Yes, I suppose change all the children. And then the NPC capsule would also be an enemy NPC. Now, do you think a lamp should be an enemy NPC? Maybe. Yeah, I see it right there. Sunny BC is on the friendly BC layer. It is. I'm just wondering, like, do we really need it? You could just use try get component. If the object doesn't have a damage interface, nothing will happen. But the layers I do recommend. I guess the layers. I mean, the layers are using bit. What is the term? Bit masking. That's not what I'm looking for. There's another word for it. But anyway, they're using bit masking. So I'm assuming that they are much quicker than try get component. So maybe we will use the layers. Death to all lamps. Yes, we'll be able to kill. But see, that actually brings up a good point. Like, why shouldn't you be able to, like, smack a lamp with bit shifting? Well, actually, it's not bit shifting. It's bit masking. I think bit masking. It's not bit shifting. It's just bit... I want to say bit collision, but that's not it either. But you know what I'm saying. But, like, the lamps should be... You should be able to, like, punch a lamp and then break the lamp. So lamps should be on interactable objects layer. I like that, but I kind of also hate it. Because we're just adding more dependencies. That's why I hate it. I like it because it is logical. All right. I guess we'll just go with the layers. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the layers are probably more performant. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Just calm down for a minute. Just calm down. Just let me handle it. I've got this. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the item interaction because we're gonna put everything on item interaction. Oh, wow. Yay. Hey, look. Visual Studio Code decided I could collapse the code tonight. Oh, thank you, Visual Studio Code. That's pretty nice of you. All right, actually, probably that should be, okay, do interaction. Okay. So, I think I have a good grasp on what the AI recommended I do, and I think definitely more performant physics-wise. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Again, because one is searching and one is just bit masking, or bit... There's another word for it. Or another term. It'll come to me. It'll come to me like an hour and a half. It'll come to me like a half hour after I finish the stream when I'm laying in bed. That's when it's going to come to me. Boys, it might be like 2 cans of soda. It might be a 2 cans of soda type of show tonight. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We don't want to get too crazy here, but it might be a 2 cans of soda type of show. Just putting it out there. Just throwing it out there. Let me know what you think. All right. Okay. Let's stop stalling. So, what I need... So the damage, I believe the damage is in the scriptable object, the item data, so I don't need to worry about that. Target layers. Why is it a serialized field? I guess you can add it, but I'm actually, I would say target layers should also be in the scriptable object, right? Can you even do that, though? Let's see. I guess you could. Interactions. Well, what was interaction data? Key and description. Okay, so that's the functions it takes. So let's see. So I'm trying to think if this... I mean, obviously I'm going to change the name and everything. I'm just putting it there now to see if it makes sense. I think it does. I'm not 100% convinced, and maybe like somebody with like a, you can select layers to interact with the drop down if you have public layer mask variable. Yeah, I get that. I'm just trying to think if logically it makes sense to put the target layers here. The layers that the item can interact with. I mean, okay. It should be public. Actually, I feel like item data should be a struct. There should be a struct. But scriptable... Well, you can do this in C++. I don't know if you can do it in C#. Type scriptable object in interface list is not an interface. I think a complaint, yeah. So in C++, you can have like a struct. You can have a class as your base. You can have your base class and then a struct as the derived, and vice versa. You can do that in C++. I guess you cannot do that in C# though. Okay. I'm still on the fence about this, but let's see what happens. So I want to go to items, and I want to change the scriptable objects. We're working with Rusty Knife first, so let's open up the Rusty Knife scriptable object. What am I missing? Why didn't it? Oh, it's I made it private. I need to make it public. Okay. I'm going to be, because it's going to bug me the way the things show up in the UI, I'm actually going to rearrange the order. Like that little type of shit is important to me. Like I've been like one habit that I have, and it gets you into trouble. It gets me into trouble sometimes. It's like in using statements, if you have a long list of using statements, this is a habit I've been trying to get out of. I will have the shortest one, like the physically the shortest line at the top, and then the using statements will get longer as you go towards the bottom. And that's gotten me in trouble a couple of times in C++ because sometimes because in C++ they don't have using. Well, they do. It's just different. But the equivalent in C++ is include. And sometimes the order of the includes is relevant. Sometimes it's important. And that's gotten me into trouble because I'll reorder things because I'm like, oh no, that looks ugly, like this, right? Like this obviously it should be like that, right? But it's a habit I've been trying to break myself of. I've been consciously making an effort, like, no, I don't want to refactor this. Like, no. Well, actually, in this one, there's like lots of reasons here because like this is acceptable, right? Because like the systems should be together, right? Like the system libraries should be together, and then the Unity libraries should be together. Hey, honey, are you up here? Oh, I was going to ask you if you could make me that little pizza, but it's okay. Are you going to come in here? I'm streaming.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch my anime.
You're going to come in here after that? All right. Okay. Now you got to remember, it was like, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday night. She told me, she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go wash my face or whatever, and then I'll be right back. And she never showed up. So she just told me she's going to go wash her face and then come in here. So who knows? We'll see. Okay. So the target layers should be up there. They should move up above interactions. Do you do that, Matthew? Oh, no. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. What happened? The annotation for a nullable reference should only... What the hell did I just do? Oh, did I deselect it? Yes, I did. Okay, target layers. So we want player... Oh, wait, we can only choose one? Oh, okay, no, you can. Okay. That's terrible UI. What, should have a little... Okay, whatever. Okay, so player-friendly NPC, and then eventually I like and I hate Not Sure's idea of having an interactable object layer. Like, we might as well go ahead and add it now. But I can't, so I won't. Okay, so there's that. Okay. It should be like target collision layers, probably. All right. Target collision layers. So now we have the target collision layers. We have how much damage it's going to do. I guess this thing makes sense. I guess. We're going to go with it for now. Is the music level okay? Like, can you hear it, but it's not distracting? Like, let me know. Let me check the other chat rooms. Nothing in the mobile stream and nothing in Twitch. All right, come back here. Do you guys watch YouTube Shorts or anything like that? So there's this one YouTube. There's this guy. I love his stupid little shorts. He plays this game. I don't know if it's Quake or what game it is, but basically what it is you can play in you can play as either a guy running around with a gun trying to kill the enemy, or you're trying to kill the enemy. You have different assets, right? Like, literally, you can be like a newspaper or a tree or a log, or like, but you can swap them to some extent. And so, the object of it is to survive. It's like a 2-minute round or something like that. And so the players that are the assets, they can't fight back. All they can do is run. And then, but the object is to try and blend into the surrounding, and then hope that the people trying to kill you don't notice you. And you have 3 changes. You can change your asset twice. So you have 3 different ones, and then like every 30 seconds you whistle so that the enemy has a chance to kind of like get an idea where you're at. I forgot where I was going with that, but I love that guy's videos. I find them hilarious. But I keep meaning to figure out what game that is, because it's like I wouldn't mind playing that game. Okay. So Matthew says, I don't know why we need that hash map. And then Matthew says, enjoying the rave. Good, good. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence out. I mean, I guess if you're doing, maybe what it is if you're doing the collision detection multiple updates across multiple updates, right? So like if you put the knife in, it hits, and now it's going to collide. It moves in the next frame. It moves in a little more collision, moves in a little more, another collision, right? So you would have like all these collisions until the knife exits. So maybe that's what that is. And actually, I think that makes sense. Okay. This pattern, I'm not. Well, actually, I guess we will be able to control that since we're doing the attack here. Swing, stop, go routine. Right? So what we would probably want to do, we probably just want to clear it at the end of the attack phase. I think that should be fine. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, on trigger, enter. So this is the collider calling back. All right, there's something I'm missing here, though. Collider hitbox. So what I'm missing is, okay, if I have a collider that has a trigger, it's such a beautiful sunset. Oh, it's such a pretty sunset. Let me show you. It's not really going to look that great through the camera, but whatever, it is what it is. But okay, so what I was getting at is the collider is going to invoke this on trigger enter method. But how is the collider that triggers it mapped to this actual event? Is it because the hitbox is attached to the same object as the collider? Is that the only mapping? I'm going to assume yes. So I'm going to go with that assumption is what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, let's just do this at first. Actually, no, we'll do this. We'll go here. Easy, easy. All right. And then for now, we're just going to have a debug message hit. Okay. All right, so we have the attack. Oh, but here's another thing to consider. Oh, this is going to get tricky. Because we're going to have different animations and we're going to have different attacks, right? Because that was part of the reason we have the knife item interaction, we have the item interaction, we might eventually have like phone we're going to have different interactions. This is going to get tricky. All right, well let's just work on this first. Let's just get this working. I'm pretty hungry. The question is, am I going to be a piggy boy and order food and have a late dinner? Or am I just going to go to bed hungry? That is the question. I don't know. You guys, the two of you, let me know. It sounds like you're using the wrong mic for Twitch. Says literally add a donut, literally a donut. How? Why? What's wrong with my microphone? Let me know. If you're still there, let me know. Okay. So we have that running. And then we put, well, this is on the item interaction, which should already be on the item itself, right? So this is code. Oh, no. This script is attached to an item in the game world to allow the player to interact with it. Okay. And to allow it to do stuff. All right. So let's see what happens. So let's play this. Okay. Oh, that's not good. It's already triggering this. What's up with that? Oh, you know what? I think it has something to do with it. I forgot to do something with the enable. What enable? This is tricky. Time the hitbox stays active. Well, first of all, what is it like? Like, what would the... Okay, let's go back to that. Like, what would the hitbox even be triggering now? Like, what would it if it's enabled, what exactly is it thinking it's hitting? Okay, I guess we can figure that out, right? Okay, let's start over. Okay. All right, so we got the breakpoint already. Other. What is other? It's hitting with the terrain. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh. I see. So what we need to do... Okay, first of all, let's go back to the... Let's take AI suggestion of enabling and disabling only when we're swinging. Okay, that makes sense. And then we're going to have to do the check with the layers. Okay. I got this. Just calm down. I've got this. Am I already getting the collider somewhere? No. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a private collider, hit collider, and the hit collider should actually be set in on start. Does order matter in C#? I can't remember if it does or doesn't, but we'll just do it here anyway. All right, so this should have a space there, and then this should be hit collider equals get component collider, and then if not, let's put it. Okay, perfect. I don't know if these should actually return, right? Like we should still try to do our best. Oh no, we're using it. Okay, so they will. This should really be exceptions, but whatever. All right, hit collider. Is something burning? Smells like something's burning. I'm gonna go downstairs in a second to get a soda. I will. Yeah, I'll check it when I get downstairs. All right, so we get the hit collider, and then we will immediately disable it. Okay, so we immediately disable it. Now, when we start our attack, inside of here, is there a final in C#? No. Because if I do this, right? If I do hit collider enabled equals true, and then, well, actually, I guess we can do this. Oh, it doesn't like it. It's not going to like that because it's assignment. Um, All right, so let's come here. Okay. This is not optimal, but that's okay. Transform. I'm going to disable it as the first thing. Okay. So we're disabling and enabling the collider as needed. So let me ask you. This is kind of a kind of a quiz, maybe put it that way. What is the problem? Like in a production environment, what is the problem with what I've done with Hit Collider? Could you foresee a problem? A potential bug that with the pattern I'm using here, could you foresee a bug with Hit Collider? The bug that I'm referring to is if anything here. So I'm enabling Hit Collider here, and then I'm disabling it here. So anything in what I've highlighted. Now, this is a C++. I'm talking from C++ experience, so take this with a grain of salt. But I'm pretty sure it's true in C# as well. As a matter of fact, I'm positive. But if anything in there throws an exception, then the Hit Collider will never get disabled. So the way you normally handle that is you have like a final function. Basically, you would declare a stack variable here that is basically a lambda and then you pass it. You would say when at the destruction of that variable, you disable the Hit Collider. You do your final actions, but it took me like 20, no, not 20. It took me like 15 years in C sharp. So no, I don't know if you can do this in C. I mean C++. I don't know if you can do this in C sharp, but in C++ you could do something like do something, right? I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So you have like do something, and then it's not unusual to see something like this, right? Like try, and then you have your try code, and then you do a bunch of stuff, and then catch ... and then print some error, right? And then that's the entire function. It took me like 15 years for me to actually see this. And in C++, you can just do this. You can open the function on a try. Like I was like, surely that's a syntax error. No, perfectly valid C++. And so I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to be using that. Fuck yeah. Dumb way would be to do a catch statement. Yeah, you could do that. But generally you would have some type of object. And again, this is a C++ pattern. So, but I'm sure it's similar in C sharp. You'd have something that's like foo, or let's say final, right? And then what you could do is you could pass final in the constructor, or however you want, but let's just say you pass it like, I'm making syntax up here, but basically it would be, well, actually I guess I'm not. It's like something like this, right? You would pass it a function, and then in the constructor, and then you would have a variable, let's say function func, and we'll put a little underscore ahead of it, in front of it, and then you would set it in the I guess you could do it like that. Like the way AI is suggesting is not the best, but that would work. But then what you would do is you would have, look at this. I'm using C sharp syntax with C++ syntax. That's why the AI is like, make up your mind, dude. But then you would just have, you would do this, right? And then that way, when final gets destructed, it executes that function. And that function would be like, Hit Collider equals disabled, or whatever it is you want. Every line of code is a try statement. LOL. Code runs on hopes and dreams. I mean, it really does. Just think about think of, the internet is run on hopes and dreams. Okay, where were we?
So we enable the hit collider. We disable it as needed. Okay, so we should not be getting crazy breakpoints now. We should only hopefully get this when we... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. It's still good. Is it? Yeah, it is. No. What I want to do is I want to do the other thing. I want to do this. I hate the way the AI did this, but that's okay. Why you don't need the literally if you're going to put the return on the same line, you don't need to surround it in brackets, but actually it might just be listening to the instructions I gave it. Is it called target? No, it's going to be item data. Item data dot item data target layer. Target layers? No, target collision layers. Okay. Target collision layers. And then this. Okay. And then we hit. All right. Let's see if this works. Let's see how this goes. Let it compile. It sounds like you are far away from the mic, says literally a donut. Huh. How do I sound to you? Not sure. Do I sound all right? Do I sound like I'm far away from the microphone? I don't think I sound like I'm far away from the microphone. My wife is playing music in the background. She's going to get me a copyright strike. Okay. So, wait, am I debugging? I am not debugging. Start that. Okay. All right. Sounds good on YouTube. Thank you, Not Sure. Not Sure is a real friend. Not like that Razman guy who disappeared. Matthew, definitely sounds like a different mic input on Twitch. Really? Oh, I bet I know why it is. Because... I'm using... Yeah. Can I set the microphone? Wait, how do I do that? It might be using a different microphone because the microphone that's being used here is actually set through the web page, not through OBS. So, design, captions, QF, notes, chat, need help. I probably can't change the microphone while I'm streaming. I'll have to remember to do that next time, which means I won't. So, yeah, sorry about that. If I remember, I'll check it, but I don't think I can change it while I'm streaming. All right. Now it's going to bug me. Now I'm going to say, okay, settings. Settings. Okay. Audio. Okay. Easy. 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 No. Easy. Yeah, no. I mean, it looks like it's using the same microphone to me. I don't know. I don't know what's going. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, so we got this right here. Okay, we'll come over here. Where did my items go? I got to pick something up. Excuse me. Where is everything? Hello? All right, let's try this again. Let's just start over. Literally a donut says, I don't hear anything now. God damn it, literally a donut. God damn it. You just had to make me change everything. Nope. All right. I don't think this is going to work, but maybe it will. All right. Hopefully, literally a donut will hear something now. Finance Bro says 5 viewers. Woo! Dark mode it is. Hey, whoa, no. You got to come over to the desktop. If you want dark mode, you got to come over to the desktop stream. It's right there on the pinned comment in the stream in the chat. It's right there. It's the first one. Okay. So WTF happened to all my stuff? What happened? What happened? What did I do? All right, we're making a big knife. Okay, let's see. What? All right, boys. All right. I need a. I need a, it's a 2 soda stream. It's a 2 soda stream. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna grab a soda. I'll be right back. You want me to grab the cat? All right, I'll be right back, boys. Give me a sec. Oh, is that repeat? Ham and Dang were in the office. Yeah, they're in the cat tree. All right, boys. Have you guys figured out why my objects all of a sudden disappeared? I'm wondering, are they clipping through? Are they clipping through the God damn it, I can't open this soda. Are they clipping through the terrain? Oh. It's that kind of night, you know. I'm getting a second soda, and you know what's for dinner? Chips Ahoy cookies, because you know, as a 50-year-old man, that's how you take care of yourself. With multiple sodas and Chips Ahoy cookies. What, honey? For what? Oh, stop. My wife's apologizing for not having dinner for me. That's how you know you got a good woman. When she hasn't made dinner and she says, "I'm sorry." That's a good woman. All right. So I'm going to disable the knife interaction script just to see if that does anything. No.
All right. Do you guys have any ideas what the hell I did? Lisa says, "Hey, I'm black." No, you're not. Oh, no, she said back. Ha ha, cookies. She's not your slave. What are you talking about? What? Justice for Addy. You know, Lisa, you could learn a thing or two about taking care of your man from my wife. Just putting that out there. You two should stream together. Who should stream together? Not sure. Me and Lisa or me and my wife? Okay. I am fairly certain that something in here. Not sure it says you and your wife, that me and my wife should stream together. You know, so I've been telling her what she should do. Is she should do reactions to some of the music I listen to. You know, because you know how like people listening to music is very it's pretty popular. You know, doing reactions. I keep telling her that's what she should do. I think that would be hilarious, but she has no interest in that. You change the layer mask of the object. Check physics layers in case the knife no longer interacts with the ground layer. Did I change the? I didn't change knife. Like, I would think... So here's the weird thing. Like, I would think I would see it falling. Well, okay, maybe not, because I got to turn around. So let's try this. Let's put it way up high. Let's see if it's just falling through the ground for some reason. I bet your wife can get more viewers than you. I bet she can too. Yep. Okay. All right. That's a big hint. So why the hell is the knife falling through the ground? Why is she falling through the ground? Why is she? Why? Now you got me thinking about my wife. Like, why is my wife falling through the ground? Somebody tell me. I didn't change the layer, though. Include layers of the mesh collider is set to nothing. Try that. Mesh collider. Oh, wait. Did I check convex? I don't know what convex does, but I think it was unchecked before. Oh, but his trigger will be disabled. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so let me see. So you're saying... Oh, it also looks like is trigger is active. Disable that. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, because it only gets active when we're attacking. Include layers of the mesh collider is set to nothing. So what should it be set to? Default? But why would that be breaking now? Right? Like, if I never had to change it before. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, what did I change that suddenly that behavior changes?
Yes, default same as ground. Not sure why change though. Not sure why. I am not sure either. Okay, so terrain is set to nav floor. Any change to the rigid body component? I don't think so. Like, do I have to change the rusty knife to the nav floor? I don't think so, but let's just see what happens. All right. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check in. This is dangerous. I'm going to check in the code that I know is not responsible. So item interaction. So basically, let's see. The prefabs might be responsible. The NPC, the patrolman. I did change their layer, but I mean the prefab's not falling through. The NPC guy's not falling through. I'm not falling through. Let me come back to that. Okay, so that's just a comment. And then the tag manager itself, we just added the NPC. I doubt that has anything to do. Famous last words. I doubt that has anything to do with it. Okay. All right. Let's just go in a branch really quick. Let's see. Okay. Checking in stuff that I know I am fairly sure did not break the items. Okay, so let's do that. So what I wanted to do now this is strange. External add Bye now. I'm going to do something that I probably should not do, but let's see. Git stash push. But wait, can't you do a git stash push of a single file? How do I do that? Is that just with So Matthew says project settings, physics settings, worth checking the layering to rule it out. I'm not sure what that tells me though. Project settings, physics settings, project settings. Where's project settings? Project settings. Is it here? Project settings? No. Is it? I don't know where that's at. Project, edit, project settings. Project settings. Project settings, physics settings. Physics settings. So I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I mean, this looks like a gravity. I mean, it is gravity. Gravity, layer, collision matrix. I don't know. I don't know what that should look like. Okay. With Git, how can I stash a single file? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So what we're going to do... Oh, my God. Look. Git writes a freaking novel. All right. Well, let's do this. Git stash push. See, this is... I was afraid of, like, breaking shit, but whatever. It's already broken, so... Ha! I wouldn't be surprised if I got compilation errors on this because some of the changes are there, some of them aren't. Are they gone? So you know what that tells me? That kind of tells me something in here broke it. Right? The only thing it could be is the tag asset manager. No. 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 Okay, wait a minute. How do I delete a layer? Can I just do this? Will that work? Okay. WTF, dude. Let's go back to master, just as a sanity check. Okay, well, wait, actually, before I do that. Let me discard file changes. Okay, so now we have a clean repo on a branch. Let's go back to master. I got to remember that I have stuff on dev 6 and I have stuff in a stash, but that's all right. Not sure is going to remember that for me. He's got that taken care of. He not sure is he has been promoted to director of memory. And Literally Donut says, "Oh, okay, I can hear you." All right, Literally Donut. Hey, Literally Donut, if you want to join us on YouTube, there's a few of us on YouTube. If you want to come join us over there, I just posted a link. But all right, okay. So let's make sure things still work as they did when we started the stream. Let's just start there. Okay. All right. So the things are still there. We can still pick them up and everything. Perfect. We can still throw them as well. Okay. So now we have a delta between master and this, between dev 6. So something here, something in this set of changes broke it. So what I'm going to do, I am on master right now. I'm going to slowly bring back the changes of this. So the only thing I can think of. No. Go back to master. Look at dev 6. Let me just make sure this works still. Okay, we still see things. Perfect. Yeah, we still see things. We're not live. We're not blind. Okay. So, we added an enemy NPC layer. Let's see if that just completely foobarred everything. Enemy in nope. Enemy NPC layer added. Okay. Let's just make sure. Okay. Let's see. Does everything disappear? No. Stuff is still there. Okay. Wait. Where'd you go? No. Okay, so let's see. Tag man. Okay, so that's the same. So now the debug HUD. Let's just do this. Open selected version. I'm literally just going to take this, and then I'm going to go to debug HUD. I'm going to paste that in. It's going to be broken because I haven't linked anything together. Game Unity is in the stash. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait a minute. I think there's a fundamental problem with the way I'm doing this now. Okay. Yep. All right. Let me run this. There's a fundamental problem. Okay, stuff is still there. Okay, I screwed up. I don't know how to fix what we did, but the debugging method, there's an error in my debugging. What I want to do No. Discard file changes. Let's go to Dev 6. Let's run Dev 6 without the stash just to see. Okay, that's actually good. So, okay. All right. Let's go back to master. Sanity check to make sure it works. I'm going to replace item interaction. Wait. I'm going to take this item interaction from the broken version. I'm going to replace it with the existing item interaction. Item interaction. I'm just going to paste it in. This was the new one. Yeah, because it has the hit collider and all of that stuff. Let's just see what that does. Oh, there's comp. Oh. Okay. Let's do the same thing with item data then. Could it have something to do with... I know what it is. We're disabling the hit collider. We disable the collider right away. So it falls through. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, let me clean this junk up. I'm like 99% sure that's what it is. Let me go back to Dev 6. Let me unstash my stash. Apply a stash. I want to be careful because I don't want to lose that. Let me just make sure I'm applying it to the right thing. Yes, I'm on Dev 6. I'm going to apply the stash. Okay, I got no errors. Let everything reload. So what I'm saying is the problem is this. So if I take this out, reload. Not sure even said check the collider settings on the knife. So, you know. And then literally Donut says that makes sense. It does. It does. Okay. Let's see what happens. I should see a gigantic knife fall from the sky and collide with the floor. Oh. Yep. All right. So that is the problem. So, how do we solve that? Like, literally, how do we solve that? Because we need the collider so that it doesn't fall through the floor, but we don't want that. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay, right? Because my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding was the reason we disabled the collider is because we didn't want to constantly be checking for collisions unless we were attacking. But we need collisions in order to interact with the floor for gravity so that it doesn't fall through everything. And I believe that is so the reason we're essentially disabling it for performance reasons. Oy. That's what it looks like when I pick it up. Okay. Whoa. 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 I had to do that. I wanted to do that. Okay. Oh, I don't know what happened to it. I think it fell through the floor. Okay. Let's bring some sanity back. Let's bring some sanity back. All right. Let's just we kind of know what's going on. We just need to fix it. We need to figure out like the best way to fix it. Okay, so let's make the knife a more reasonable size. It's still a little bigger than usual. Collider should only be disabled. That the collider should only be disabled when in hand. That actually makes a lot of sense, Matthew. Okay. I'm getting closer to you. I'm getting closer to attacking you. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. We're almost there. Okay. So let's disable. So actually unequipped. Oh, it's too big. Okay. Where was it? It's right here. Okay, so when we unequipped, we disable the collider. And then when on dequipped or unequipped, we need to re-enable it. So I need to make sure to do that right here. It's driving me nuts. This code is so disorganized, but that's all right. That it's a learning code, really. It's learning code. So what do you expect? You can't expect it to be glorious like, you know, Hemingway versions of code. All right. Okay, now I completely got derailed. So enable true. Okay. Let's set a breakpoint here. Let's attach and let's try it out. Let's try it out, boys. Oh boy. Okay, it's already running. And that means, which means I need to restart. All right. All right. You guys excited? I know I'm excited. You as excited as me? I mean, literally a donut. I think he's excited. Or she. You know, I don't see gender. Oh, I don't know about that. I think that second soda is a bad idea. Not sure it says I think we should keep the giant donut. Or I'm sorry, the donut. The giant knife. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I've never seen a knife that big, but I'm sure that they exist. All right. Okay, so the knife fell from the ground. I pick it up. Okay, so we have this on trigger enter event is hot. It should trigger when I hit something. So it should be looking for an enemy NPC. Huh. 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 All right, so it's not working. Why is that not working? We're enabling it. We're pushing the NPC with the knife. Not sure it says. Yes, we are. It looked like it wasn't working though. Okay, so this is going to be tough to debug. Bye, Nay. You okay? Baby, are you listening to Tiger stories?
Yeah.
That's why. All right.
I'm gonna stay when you come for 2 months.
I'm not gonna be gone for that long. All right. My wife said that she didn't sleep. She didn't sleep well last night. She ended up falling asleep. I fell asleep in the bedroom. She fell asleep on the couch. Rare event. And so she said she didn't sleep well last night because she was scared of ghosts. I remember this one time. We're like driving around. We're just kind of like driving around, like fantasizing about, oh, we should move here. We should move there. Like, and so we passed this one house, this beautiful house in this beautiful area. And we're just like, I was just asking her, I was like, would you like to live there? And it was like next to a cemetery. And I said something like, would you like to live there? Because and she's like, yeah, I could live there. And I was like, but it's next to a cemetery. Wouldn't you be scared of ghosts? And she said, no, because it's a white people cemetery. Less drama. And she's like, if it was an Asian cemetery, that's more drama, and I'd be scared of those ghosts. But a white people cemetery? No, I'm not scared of a white people cemetery. So, hey, go figure. I guess white people cemeteries are less threatening. Okay. That looked like it was working. It's not working. I need to figure out. See, here's the tricky part. Oh, wait. Maybe it's not as tricky as I thought. Let me do this. So I'm going to come up. Okay. So I pick it up. Now I enable this breakpoint. Let's go back over to the NPC and let's try stabbing him. Okay, let me see. So I'm not even hitting, like, that's not even hitting this. It's not even hitting in there. Which means... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Wait, what? Let's try this again. Because I should be at least getting into animate swing. No! Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, my God. I'm a goddamn moron. I'm a moron. I'm sorry, boys. Move on. I'm an idiot. I'm sitting here trying to debug item interaction, and I goddamn motherfucking have a knife interaction class that I completely neglected, and we're fucking dealing with the knife. Oh, my God. All right. Just calm down, Addy. Just calm down. People make mistakes all the time. Let's just attack the NPC with the telephone and take it from there. Let's just try that. Maybe that will work just fine. All right. Calm down. Matthew says, small PR to fix a bug when dropping equipped items. You could still call attack and have the nice knife thrust into the ground in the void. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that's what I was inadvertently doing before. Could be. All right, so this is running. So let me quit this. Let's just restart for good measure. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish that soda, boys. That's a lot. Oh, look at this. Oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna do it with the phone because the phone actually is where I've hooked it up. Where's the phone? Okay, there's the phone. Okay, easy. Now I'm gonna enable this breakpoint just for a sanity check, and yes, it hits like you would expect. Okay, so the collider turns on, the collider turns off, everything is copacetic. All right, so now let's go here. Let's actually okay. Let's just go over. Let's see if we can hit him with the phone. I got excited for a minute, but I was actually just clicking outside the window. Still not hitting. Where'd telephone go? Oh, I set it. Okay, there's the phone. The trigger is not on. Oh, okay. Let's turn the trigger on. Okay, now let's try it. Okay. That's good. Okay. So we should not exit. Fucking exit it. God damn it, motherfucker. I might not have set the target collision layers on the phone prefab. I think I only set them on the knife. All right, on the scriptable object. So let me go back and do that. Oh my God, there's you know what? Jesus, there's a million different things you got to do. Yeah, target collision layers. So we're gonna have player, we're gonna have friendly, and we're gonna have enemy. All right, now, let's try it. Let's start this. Not sure says, LOL, that's awesome. Love that we can attack with anything. Reminder, you set is in trigger in game mode. Ah, you're correct. Let me fix that now before I forget. Okay. Okay. Where'd the phone go? Where the fuck did the phone go? Oh my God. What the hell is wrong with me? What did I just do? What did I just do? Is the phone falling through the floor? I also think Knife is just using Mesh Collider for collision. I would ideally use a small sphere collider trigger. Won't bump push the enemy. At the knife tip of the edge, roughly the hit spot. Okay, that's fair. Otherwise, player has to be super precise when hitting. Phone Collider is trigger in the prefab untick. Wait, what? Here's the prefab. I need to untick that? No, I want to tick it. I want to tick it, right? But wait, why is it falling through? Oh my God. Is trigger why is the phone suddenly falling through the floor? If collider is marked as trigger, it ignore physical collisions and act as a trigger zone. So I need to untick this and then I need to enable trigger when it's equipped. Is that what it is? That might actually be what the AI was suggesting. Let me look. No. Wait, maybe. No. So I want is trigger. So, okay, I'm going to try that. Before you even answer, Matthew, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try hit collider enabled. We don't need to modify is trigger for them. They should be disabled. No, but the whole point of is trigger is to get this callback. I want that callback. Okay. First let's see if I untick is trigger, does the phone not fall through the floor? Let's check that first. No, the phone's still falling right through the floor. What the fuck now? Holy Christ. So before, the problem was that the hit collider was disabled. Let me play. I just want to look at the. I just want to look at the phone while we're doing gameplay. Okay, so if I look at the scene and I go to phone, the collider is in fact enabled. When did it become disabled? That's the $1,000,000 question. What stupid change did I make to disable it? This is a lot. This is a lot tougher than I thought it would be, if I'm being honest. I can't look at any serial version. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. God damn it. Nothing obvious there. Side notes: can I get a link to this music playlist? Just look on YouTube. It's a live stream. It's called Dark Monkey Music. What did I change? Like, phone was working when I was testing out knife, and then as soon as I honed in on phone, that was when if all else fails, I'll get another PR over the weekend. No. I want to figure this out. I need to figure this out, because if I just let you do it, I'm not going to learn anything. I need to figure this out. But it is getting goddamn annoying. It's getting actually really annoying. I want to see something. Oh, let me make sure phone only has one collider. It does. It only has one collider. Okay. I just want to see something here. This is for my own curiosity. I'm purposely disabling the hit collider for everything, essentially. I just want to see what it looks like in the inspector. I just want to make sure that the thing is unchecked. Yes, and it is. Of course it is. Okay. The collider is enabled. Fuck, we were so close. Fuck. Well, I know the collider is enabled at runtime. It's falling through the floor regardless of it being enabled. And what did Matthew say? You said something it would ignore physics. Where is it? Small. Let's see. I also think the knife. At some point, you said something that will ignore physics. Where the hell did that go? Where was that message? God damn it, Matthew. The player is super precise. No, that's not what you were talking about. Because at some point you wrote a message saying blah, 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 or in blah, 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 and it will ignore physics. Crap. Why the fuck? It's just falling through the floor. It's just falling through the floor.
I don't know. I'm like out of ideas. I'm just going to try changing the layer. I'm not sure what to do from here. Oh, the knife works fine. So why does the knife work fine, but the phone? Let's try another thing. Let's add another phone from a prefab. Let's add a second phone. Phone 134.8.168. 134.8.165. Okay. So let's see. Nah, they both go right through the floor. Okay, so the problem's on the prefab at least. The problem's either on the prefab or with something to do with one of the scripts. So let's disable the item interaction script and see what happens. Okay, so that tells me the fact that I disabled the item interaction script, that tells me, I think, that tells me it's something to do with the inspector settings. If trigger is ticked, it ignores physics. Okay, that's what you were saying. Okay. Like hitting the ground. And it's basically a trigger box. It would detect going through the ground, but go through it. I think it's in the code. Well, I don't think I thought maybe it was in the code too, but if I disable the interaction script, like let me just for giggles, I am going to remove the item interaction script altogether from this one telephone object. And let's see. Yeah, right? No, wait a minute. When did that happen? Okay, I'm reattaching the item script. It's disabled, but it's attached. I don't think I paid enough attention before. It's in the code. Okay, I can work with that. It's in the code. It's in the code. Alrighty. Okay. All right. So what is going to get called? We're going to have start get called. We shouldn't have anything else. So what I'm going to do, let's do this. This might cause other issues. I'm going to make that second phone a little bigger. Is there an unenable in the script? I don't think there is. No, there's not. Okay. So, But if I get the hit collider... But if I detect the hit collider, is it falling through the ground? Come on, fall through the ground. Fall through the ground. Now I want it to fall through the ground because I've re-enabled getting the hit collider. So I want it to fall through the ground. No. Okay. Now I'm confused. Okay, let me just do a sanity check. I'm disabling the script again. What the fuck? If I remove it... Oh, no. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What's the difference between those two phones? That's what I'm wondering too, because they look... I need to back. I'm going to move that second phone a little bit because it's disorienting me. Okay, it's bigger, so it should be easier to... I'll make it even bigger. Okay. So the script on that second phone is, in fact, enabled. It's there. It's good. I mean, other than the size, which I don't think... For giggles, I'm going to increase the size of the other one, just for the sake of it. I don't think that's going to make a difference, but let's just eliminate that as a possibility. It has something to do with the size. If I change the size to 333, wait, what? Am I high? Like, literally, like, am I high? What is going on? I am so confused. I think it was a bug in Unity. I'm guessing the is trigger untick didn't get pushed into the object. No, look, it something to do with the size. I'm changing them both to 5. That one kind of goes into the floor. This one doesn't. Okay, but they're at 5. Okay, what if they're both 2? Like, they were literally just going through the floor. The only thing I changed was 2. I'm just going to bring them closer together. Okay, so maybe it's like Not Sure said. Maybe change rigid body detection to continuous dynamic. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Collision, discrete, continuous, dynamic. I'm gonna do it to both, and then I'll change it in the prefab as needed. Continuous, dynamic. Let's see if that works. All right, Not Sure is a genius. Not Sure, you are a certified genius, my friend. Okay, I think we can consider that. I think we can. Okay, no, I'm going to change it on the prefab, but I'm going to delete these. Well, let me change on the prefab first. So I need to change this to continuous dynamic, and then 134.8, 168. Let me do this. 134.8, 168. All right. And then I can delete these two. If this thing falls through the... Oh, wait. Scale of 1. I probably want to change that on the prefab, but for now, I'm just going to do this manually. Okay. Okay, Not Sure. You're hired. You're hired back. You work for the company again. You know what? Not only do you work for the company again, you're employee of the month. Your picture is going to go up on the wall. Okay, now I forgot what the fuck we were doing. Okay, well we want to test this shit. Okay, let me make sure this runs. Okay, that's running. Okay, now let's see if we can go smack this motherfucker. I got to get close without... Fuck. Oh, trigger. Is trigger. I think I need to enable his trigger because that's probably not enabled. No, it's not. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. Let me see. Okay. All right. Not sure. It says reminder: merge changes from Dev 6 and Stash. We're good. I'm working on Dev 6 now. I've already undone. I've already popped the Stash, and so all I'm going to have to do now is just check this into Dev 6 and then merge that into Master, and we'll be good. Okay, so that's working. I think I need to restart this actually. Okay. I'm not sure about that, but it feels like I need to restart the debug after I've compiled it in Unity. That's the impression I get because the Unity is actually doing the compilation. So if I don't restart the debug, it's debugging old assemblies. I have a feeling that's what's happening. I don't know if that's exactly what's happening, but anyone can make video games, random influencers on the internet. I mean, it's true. Oh, God, I was getting ready to freak out. Like, why the fuck isn't it working? Okay. Okay. The phone is on the ground. Okay. Come here, you motherfucker. Come here, you bitch. Get away from her, you bitch. Okay, let me get close. Easy. Oh. Yes! Look, and the other even says NPC patrolman. Fuck yeah. That's the way you do it, boys. That's how you do it. All right, and now the icing on the cake. Var I has health. If I could spell hi, I has health. Other component get I has health. If not, then take damage, item data damage. Oh, look at that. I think we can add this even. No. Okay, we'll just keep it in the if statement. Okay, so now we should see. This should hit. I'm not even going to breakpoint that yet. Now we should see the NPC. We should see the NPC's damage go down when we hit them. Oh, God damn it. What compilation errors? Item data does not okay. All right. That's easy enough. We just got to figure out the name for it. What's the name? Got to look at the scriptable object. Damage score. Okay, damage score. And is it take damage? I don't know if it's take damage or what it is. Where the hell is I has health defined? You coming back in here, honey? Oh my God, you look you look like Michael from Halloween with that mask. She does these face masks. Look, they're the scariest thing. They're terrifying. All right, I has health. Where the hell is it defined? Oh my God. Take damage. Okay, so it is take damage. Take damage. Okay, good. All right, let's just run this. Let's just raw dog it. We're just gonna raw dog run it. Okay, that's just the kind of guy I am. I just raw dog it all over the place. And literally a donut says we can do it. We did it. Literally a donut. I hope you're proud. My man. All right, let's see. We pick this up. We're gonna beat the shit out of this NPC. All right, so there's the health up there on the right-hand corner. Let's see. Well, first of all, actually, I don't know how much damage the phone does. Before I get too excited, I'm going to check to see how much damage it does. No, I need to look at this. Oh, wait, I need to look at the scriptable object. That's what I need to do. It does 10. So we should do 10 things of damage. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. Oh, 30, 20, 10, 0. And it can't go to 0. Okay, so we have no death. We have nothing like that, but we can do damage. Now we can kill these guys. We have the ability to kill the guys. Let's make sure we're not damaging ourselves. We're not damaging ourselves, were we? I mean, I wasn't looking, but we have the little health bar on the left-hand side, and if we damage so that green bar on the left-hand side in the bottom, that's our health, right? And like, because I can manually change our health, and if it gets too low, we get this. We get the end of the game. So, yeah. So I don't think that was going down. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but just to make Not Sure happy, let's just. That's interesting. Okay, it's a little. Okay. Anyway, come over here. You got to get close. Ugh. But yeah, so his went to 90. Oh. Oh, not sure was onto something. I am able to damage ourselves somehow. I don't know how. Not sure what's going on there, but yeah, no. So I guess actually what I could do with that. So this is probably not the ideal solution, but I can just simply remove player from the target from the scriptable object, right? So we have player here. I can just remove player. That's one fix. I mean that's something, I guess, right? Like that's one way to fix it. I guess it would probably be best to know why the collider is doing that, but just as a quick fix, we can just take the player out of the collision, out of the equation altogether, and yeah, no, we're just damaging him. So all right, yeah, no, I think that's going to do it for me for tonight. I think that was great. So let me just go ahead. I'm just going to check all of this in. I'm not even going to look at it. Whoops. Okay. We can finally do damage. With the cell phone. Let me look at knife really quick. I think I want to think about this for a minute, because what we probably want to do have like a start attack and an end attack. Maybe we probably want to have like a start attack and an end attack method that's in the base class in this item interactions here, and then that's where we'll do this, like this hit collider stuff. And then well, okay, what the fuck? It's Friday night. It's Friday night. We can stay up for the extra 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to do this the kind of the ugly way. It's code duplication, which is generally not a good thing, but we're just going to test it out. We're just going to test it out because, yeah, I think my idea of having a before like start attack and end attack or something like that, some methods like that, I think that's probably the way to go. But for now, I'm just going to do this. So this should allow us to attack with the knife. And just as a sanity check, let's modify the scriptable object of the knife to do 16 points of damage. Let's see. Oh, compiler error. All right. Holy crap. Oh, okay. Hit collider is private, so I need to make hit collider. That's another reason. Okay, fuck it. It needs to be protected. Let's call it on. Okay, AI got me. AI's got me. AI knows what I want to do. Okay, so then we do end attack. Start attack. I mean, it's not ideal. None of this is ideal. This is all like shit code, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna come over here. Why is it everything's? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting tons of lag. I don't know why. Okay, let's see if that fixes the compilation errors. Do you think you'll add sounds anytime soon? Yes, yeah, I will. Oh, we forgot a semicolon. Okay. Start attack does not exist in the current context. Did I? Oh, on. Okay, on. Oh my god. Would have been quicker to just type it out, but I had to copy it just because I'm like OCD like that. Okay, so that's that. Okay. I wonder if you can make a game 100% but just by using Copilot. I suspect you could. I suspect it would also perform horribly. That's just kind of what I think. Because I think the issue there, you would probably have to use agentic AI. But even then, I still think you're going to run into issues with the AI having context of the full scope of the entire program. And that's where performance, when you have poorly organized code, that's typically when performance issues will start to rear their head. As it gets more complex, you're going to run into performance issues. So I think you could. I just think because the way that the AI is going to do it's going to be piecemeal function here, piecemeal function here, piecemeal function here, piecemeal function here. But you can see the way I'm doing it, I'm trying to like have it in some type of cohesive actual plan structure. And a lot of that is for performance. It's also for laziness, but it's also for performance reasons. So when you have piecemeal here, piecemeal here, piecemeal there, you're going to run into performance issues. Okay, let's see what this does. Okay, so let's test the knife. Come here. Come here, you little bitch. You're my bitch. That's what you are. All right. He's not my bitch yet. Why isn't that working? That's interesting. His trigger is not... Is hit collider false? Okay, that's rusty. Okay, but the rusty knife he has in his hand, his trigger is not. Oh, and mesh collider is disabled. Okay. Oh, wait. Unequipped. Did we override on it? Ah, okay. I see the problem. We simply need to. I don't know. I don't know if we can do. We need this in unequipped. I wanted to call base unequipped in knife item interaction, but I suspect that's going to cause issues with the positioning. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to let the... And then I have the on unequipped up here. Okay, so now I think we're good. Ugh. I was thinking about this the other day. How, oh God, that's good stuff right there. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. So I have a few things. In this house, I sit in three main places. I sit at this desk, I sit at the desk downstairs, and I sit at the couch. In each place, I have a back scratcher, I have a comb, and I have some fidget. Like here, it's a deck of cards. I just sit here and I just like do these one-handed tricks with a deck of cards. And then actually, both my desks, I have a deck of cards. And then downstairs, I have a butterfly knife. Anyway, okay. Okay, so the hit collider is inaccessible. How do I want to do that? It feels like cheating to just make hit collider. I mean, I could just call base, right? I could just do this. But that feels dangerous, but I think for now it's fine. It feels a little dangerous because, like, what if, like, item, like, you see what I mean? Like, there might be at some point. Oh, wait, no. No, I need to do it in. Wait, what? No, I can't do it on unequipped. No, I can't do it there. I think for now, I'm just going to, this is cheating, but for now, I'm just going to make hit collider protected. That's just what's the lazy man's way out. All right, that should work. LOL, I had a butterfly knife when I was 13. Now, yeah, I just like kind of like sit there, just do like the little tricks with them while I'm just like watching TV or whatever. Just like it's all like they're just different types of fidget spinners. The neighbors called my parents because I was walking around the neighborhood playing with it. Okay, let's try. Isn't it like 4 a.m. for you, Matthew? What the hell are you still doing awake? Okay, let's see. Okay, we're still not getting it. It's still not enabled. What? WTF? Oh. Duh. Well, maybe if you actually enable it. Duh. I'm an idiot. All right, let's see. But you see, another issue with having a game entirely written by AI, like look at these issues I fell into. Can you imagine somebody who has no programming experience trying to navigate? Because AI, it's not going to give you completely working code. You're going to run into similar issues like we've been running into. Like it's just kind of like part of the game. So you're going to run into issues like that. It was like my brother-in-law when he was trying to write that script. He was trying to write a script that was like, it would like monitor. It was like monitoring like basically shitcoin prices and under certain conditions execute a trade. And he was running into like issues with it. And he was asking me to look at it. But the thing is like he would run into these issues, and he like think about like like a reference error, like reference of blah, blah, blah is not found in module blah, 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 or something like that. Like to a non-programmer, they don't have any fucking idea what that means. So they're going to plug that into the AI, and then the AI is going to like give them back some technical shit about how to fix it. But now the human has just become a tool for like, so if you have no context, like I think eventually AI will eventually get there, like so that it replaces programmers, but I still think it's going to be a little bit. AI cannot comprehend the entirety of the game engine. Too much involved. It's good for code snippets and single class apps. Absolutely. There are emergent errors. Yes, there are. Okay, come on. Still not doing it. Wait, why is the mesh... Did I not restart this? What the hell's going on here? Unequipped. Hit collider true. Hit collider. No, wait. What am I missing? I'm like talking and getting confused. On equipped, I enable the hit. Oh, on equipped, hit collider is false.
as it should be. But when I attack, then it becomes. But the. All right, I'm getting all types of backwards and confused. Okay. I think Unity has built-in AI now. Yeah. Everything's fucking AI. When I was at that conference a couple weeks ago, it was like everything was like AI this, AI that, AI this, AI that. And it's just like, oh my God. It's like if you want to sell something now, like nobody's even looking at like if you don't have AI, like but I was talking to my buddy today, we were like, we need to start a startup. And I was like, and he said something like innovation, and I was like, yeah, that's right. We'll call ourselves. Well, we have a joke because one of our buddy, like our third buddy, his last name is Lynch, and so we always have like this joke that we're going to start Lynch Industries, and then I said Lynch Industries, innovative AI leveraging corporate synergy. What the fuck does that mean? But you know what? You could probably go out, and if you knew the right people, you could probably get $5 million in seed funding. Oh yeah, no, we're a company. We're developing innovative AI that will leverage corporate synergy. Oh, well, okay, $5 million. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Well, I can see over on the right-hand side. See over on the right-hand side, the is trigger is definitely... Huh. Did I not define target layer? See, rusty knife, scriptable object. No, I didn't. Okay, remind me. I'm modifying this during runtime. Okay, let's see if this works now. I feel like it. Oh, yep. Okay, so it works. That was the issue. Well, there's a couple of little issues. Like it's only doing damage one time. Oh, I bet end attack. Oh, I bet I know what that issue is. Yeah, this already hit clear. So like I need to figure out like what's like this probably needs to go in the on end attack, right? The already hit clear, so on end attack. Are you going to bed, honey? So that's the other issue, and then I need to modify the scriptable object of the rusty knife. Are you going into the bedroom? All right, baby. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Yeah, I might take him on a little walk. Move on. We're going to go on a walk in a few minutes. All right, so friendly NPC. Okay, so there's that. 16. And then I reset the already hit. Okay, let me delete these extra lines. Okay. One of my viewers says goodnight. She said, I said one of my viewers said goodnight. He said, "Oh, thank you. Good night." Each buzzword you use is an extra $1 million of funding. You're not wrong. Innovative AI leveraging corporate synergy. Like that entire thing. Innovative AI leveraging corporate synergy. $5 million. Boom. 5. I forgot I can jump by hitting my desk. Why is that? Wait. Do I press a space? Do I make a space bar if I hit my... Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. That's a shitty keyboard. Okay. All right. So let's pick up the knife.
So now we should be able to do multiple damage. Excellent. Okay, now let's drop the knife, go pick up the phone. Just to make sure. Yep. All right, boys. No, we are good to go. All right, so we have... Man, we're good. We're good. All right, so we have... Stage off. Okay. We're able to do damage with the knife now. All right. So let me go. I'm just going to merge this to master really quick. Beating someone with a phone. Nice. But the nice thing is now anything we add, like I think on my other computer, I actually downloaded a flashlight asset. But all we have to do is just define a scriptable object for it and then attach the item, set up the item and attach it to the prefab and boom. Like, and now you're picking that thing up and doing damage with it right away with attaching like one script to it. So that was the dream. And yeah, this needs to be cleaned up. I think I'm going to do that probably. The cleanup will be a nice exercise tomorrow morning because it's like, it's not a lot of thought involved in it. There's some thought, but it's a nice, like, let me get my mind wake up, and like it's just all kinds of messy. And then there was like another script. Was it this script? No, what script was it? There was another script where I was like, ew, that's disgusting. It was such, it's just not written very well. I just need to go back and clean some stuff up. Let me do the PR and then merge this. Items can now do damage. All right. And then I think maybe next time we will probably have a we'll probably work on having the NPCs actually die. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. Like, and I'm not sure how much time I want to spend on it, but I guess maybe it's just, I think it actually, if it's something as simple as like replacing the circle with like an X and then having them just fall horizontally, I think that's sufficient. But we'll have to figure out how to do that. I don't think that's going to be too difficult. Probably just set the rotation and the position and lerp it all, and then that should probably do it, I would imagine. But anyway, so, but yeah, no, I think that's awesome. Like it's and then, oh, that was the other thing I want to do too. So I want this to do damage. Like if I throw it, I want to be able to throw it, and we're going to have to figure that. Why can't I throw? Oh, okay, I can. Okay. That freaked me out for a minute. Okay, good. So it hits them and knocks them far back. That's one hell of a phone. But also, I think with that, we're also going to have to figure out, like, mass. Like, I kind of want that to play a part in it, and I don't know. Get over here. But, yeah, I think once we figure out how to do damage, so probably throwing would be something similar. I don't know. We're going to have to figure out throwing, how to do damage when we throw. But, yeah, no, I think that looks awesome. I think this is looking good, boys. Must be a Nokia because it's not broken. But, yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me on this wonderful, beautiful Friday night. We need to make a gun now. I was thinking about that, but I kind of don't want the game. Well, I was thinking it would be cool if like if the enemy. Like, I really don't want these capsules to end up being the characters, but now I'm kind of like getting attached to them, and I'm like, you know, it would be kind of cool to just have like I could picture like a little gun, like, you know, if you're picturing that pink guy holding a little gun and like, you know, the gun moves around and up and down and he's like shooting it, like that would be kind of be hilarious. It would kind of be funny. But if we want to make this like a horror game, like I really want to have some sense of horror in this, I think eventually we have to replace these guys with actual models. And then also part of me is like, well, at what point did we do this? Like this started out as a prototype, but now it's like turning into the game itself. So I don't know. All right, guys. So I might, you know how it is on the weekend. I might pop on over the weekend. That's usually unannounced, but it just kind of on how I feel about it. But if I do not see you over the weekend, have a great weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday night. All right, take care. Have a great weekend, and talk to you later. Bye, guys.